Spider-Man is furious that Norman Osborn, aka the Green Goblin, is now in control of S.H.I.E.L.D. and his own team of Dark Avengers after he helped end a Skrull invasion of Earth. As Peter sits with Harry in the park, the Avengers jet flies overhead, reminding them of Norman's coup. Peter argues with his co-workers about how Norman Osborn is a maniac who has far too much power and zero oversight, but Ben Urich says without evidence of new crimes, they can't print anything damning. Spider-Man talks with Wolverine and confesses regret for not ending Osborn permanently during all their battles, which landed them in this position. Wolverine says beating Osborn is a long game, and when he gets the chance again, Peter shouldn't hesitate. Jameson, who is mayor by the way, hosts a dinner to celebrate the wedding of Aunt May and his father Jay. Osborn shows up and asks Harry to work with him, but Harry laughs and leaves. As Norman is leaving, Spider-Man rips the roof off his car and throws him across a rooftop, telling him to never touch Harry again. But just then, Osborn gets a call from Harry, who accepts his offer. It turns out Harry's ex-girlfriend, Lily, aka the Goblin villain Menace, is pregnant with his child, and he believes she's staying with Norman. At an Avengers press conference, Norman announces Harry will be joining the Avengers. Peter and Harry argue, but Harry just says things have changed and doesn't mention the pregnant Lily. Spider-Man is so distracted by the change, he almost doesn't notice a burning building on his patrol. Norman tells Harry he doesn't yet have access to the full Avengers Tower, and lies saying Lily isn't there. Meanwhile, Peter talks to the grave of Gwen Stacy and reminds himself again that Osborn is dangerous and decides to take action. That night, Mac Gargan, aka Venom, who is Spider-Man in Norman's Dark Avengers, is preparing to eat a street worker in an alleyway, while Hawkeye, aka Bullseye, stands guard. Spidey appears with a military-grade sonic weapon and beats him down. Before Venom can call Hawkeye for help, a force field appears and dampens all sound, allowing Spidey to quickly end the battle. Peter thanks Susan Storm of the Fantastic Four. Sue tells him to be careful and says Reed sends his regards, handing a black suit made of unstable molecules intended to mimic the appearance of Venom. At the tower, Harry disables his room camera and reveals he's here to find Lily. Spider-Man joins the Dark Avengers, consisting of Sentry and fake versions of Hawkeye, Captain Marvel, and Wolverine, among other heroes. What Peter is planning to do with literal gods, plus the Sentry there, I'm not sure. Wolverine, aka Logan's son, Daken, side-eyes Peter, but doesn't spot him as Osborn says it's time to use Harry for Plan American Son.